All right. So, as the title says, I've had this bullshit going on since, oh gosh, the last time I remember was definitely around 2015 when I was leaving, departing, if you are, separating from physician assistant school. I had people go into the apartment and start fucking with things like light switches or fans. Um, I think on one of my videos, I think it was vlog 57. Um, Before that, I had people come into the apartment, and this is with me signing that I want some type of notification, that maintenance is coming and stuff like that. So you could say, oh, well, was it maintenance? It was never maintenance because number one, they never notified me. Like there's never like a scheduled thing, right? You know how some of those apartment complexes are. They're supposed to notify you anyways, right? But anyways, long story short, um, I had people come in and turn the shower head, right? Turn the shower head and leave it facing out so that when I go in and turn the water on to heat it up, I immediately get blasted, right? And here at this house, right, this is after I've let no more tenants in the house. I got fed up with that. And so now I have security cameras that I purchased. And the most I could talk about a lot of stuff that I know the tenants were responsible for. There was a lot of mishaps that are no longer occurring, and most of them had to do with either utility. For example, which is very strange, is that my gas water heater hasn't had a single issue since any of the tenants have left. Not a one blip or anything. Right? But when they were here, they would occasionally, like every other month or every month, once, tell me that there's no hot water. Come and find out the gas is turned. The gas is the heating element been blown out. Okay. Not once have I had any problems. Okay, with it. This has been about a month now, almost, since people have left. A little over a month. When the last time it happened was recently this month. Also messing with my personal like supplements or vitamins, touching things that I take regularly, like let's just say L-theanine or L-arginine, maybe I recall. And so all of these bizarre things, moving objects around, and then they keep doing it. Like I put my stuff where my stuff belongs, and then for some reason it's laying out somewhere. Like I'm going crazy. All that shit stopped. All of that shit stopped. Okay. But what's crazy is regarding the home intrusion in Scientology, that Scientology piece, you can do your research. Those assholes, that's what they do. That's their cult following. So if you think that this has nothing to do with their type of tactics, it's all over the place. And Scientology goes back decades, like a whole human lifespan ago, like back in the 50s and 60s, I think 60s and 70s when it was established, right? And so lock picking houses and targeting people in the community that don't agree with things, it's like the same mentality for people who are considered infidels and don't follow Christianity, right? Instead of cutting their heads off, these people go through and they slander, smear, and do whatever else they feel is required to have power over you. Okay. And in this case, it's always some COINTELPRO bullshit. Okay. And so the last incident that I could recall was the day before my exam, my final exam. Okay. This month. I come home and I've got a coffee grind filter on the fucking ground in my kitchen, okay, in the middle of the floor. And then I have one of my plug-in scent oil wicks turned to a 90-degree angle, twisted. And I could just smell bullshit that somebody was in the house, right? I also have around the house You're using this color coordination. You see all the color coordination associated with the vehicles. That color coordination also is associated with inanimate objects. So I'll be driving or I'll be walking and they're always ahead of me. They know the path of travel. Okay? They know the path of travel. So they're always ahead of me and they'll have strangers drop trash along my path of travel with a specific color. I'm in my yard once a week cutting the yard. I know every inch of my yard, front, back, sides, and the back. Every inch of it. And every other week, they'll use the cars, my workplace, and then they'll have somebody sneak over to my fucking yard and drop something that is the same color as the rest of the surrounding abuse that they're using. It could be the vehicles, it could be people in general. So when I go to the gym, it's always them wearing blue shirts or blue shorts or blue shoes. It's always that, right? So then I go in the back and all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, there's a blue water bottle cap or there's a blue wrapper, a Dorito out of nowhere, a Dorito bag, a blue Dorito bag, or a blue twist tie. I'm in my yard every week. Matter of fact, every morning I walk out there to feed the dogs and let them in and out every single day. I know every little inch and every crevice of my yard, front, back, and side. Okay, so the thing is just like, there are people literally coming at night, people coming into the fucking house, and you might think, whoa. Hold on a second. Don't you think maybe you forgot something or maybe you're forgetting this? No, I'm not, because none of this shit's going on anymore. It's that simple. It's that simple. I mean, if you have surveillance all the fucking time and it's not happening anymore, then clearly it's not me. So this whole intrusion stuff has been going on for years. Okay, this whole spying and whatever the hell you want to call it has been going on for years. Okay. So if you think, for example, that maybe perhaps you're coming home and there's something going on that you're kind of scratching your head like, wait, did I really do that or did I leave that there? Just realize that there is a community of people out there who are hell-bent on having control over you and destroying your mind. And that's in our history. What do you think? That's back in when these have been established, back in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, right? Just like the CIA's Field Manual of Sabotage. That was authored in the 40s. The year is 2024. Talking 80 years. Okay? 80 years of improvement. 80 years of tactics. So it's not outlandish. And if it was me, I would love to implement some tactics that other countries would implement whenever things like this go down. Missing hands would be the first thing that I would consider.